What is up, guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about this huge announcement around the combat record, or the not official combat record, but basically where you can check the exact same stats and what Black Ops 4 and the team over at Treyarch and Activision has done with this. We're going to talk about that, cover it all in today's video, and teach you guys where you guys can go and see your combat record available today. It's absolutely amazing, although there are some downsides to it and some bad things about why it's not in-game. So we'll talk about it all. Drop a like on this video if you guys could. I'd very much appreciate that. Smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed, and let's get right into it. So basically, combat record has been something that has been a staple in the Treyarch and the Black Ops series and in Call of Duty as a whole, but specifically that series. And basically, they had made announcements, Treyarch had made announcements saying that basically that combat records would be coming to the game after release and that they weren't ready on release. And then people were like, where were the combat records? They said they're coming later and later. And basically today we finally got the announcement, and this is what they said. In regards to combat records, Treyarch says not many players ever engaged with them in the past because of the complexity of the menus. They don't want to bring that complexity to Black Ops 4, so instead of that, and that is just one of the many reasons, they've made their Call of Duty companion app and made it so the combat record is only available in the app and not in the in-game thing. Now, basically, they apologize, saying that we committed to combat records, but that was a mistake on our part, and this is the way that they're doing it this year instead. And this is good and bad. Now, the good news is, finally, we can see some in-depth statistics on this game on the Call of Duty companion app, which is available for download. It's an app that they had available before this, but they updated it today and made it more in-depth. Personally, I got it updated and downloaded on my phone, and I was checking out some of the stats on there, and the stats are pretty in-depth. It is everything that you get in the normal combat record. There was including heat maps and different things like that. But just in regards to it not being in the actual game and having to download this app, basically extra app, and only be able to check it on your phone, it's kind of weird, especially because of the way that they're advertising it, that it's like something amazing that we can now check it on our phone, when honestly I think it would just be cool if you could check it on the phone, but also in the game, you know, like you could with traditional combat records, because the majority of the time when I'm interested in checking my stats is usually in the pre-game lobby of the game. It's not like I wake up in the middle of the night, oh my goodness, what is my KD with this specific SMG? I need to know now. But that's the way that they're doing it this year. And what is the reasoning behind this? They also basically will go a little bit more in depth on what you can actually see on this app. And like I said, I do have it downloaded myself. I was checking out a little bit before I made this video. It is decently made, and it is awesome that you can see all those different statistics. However, it's just not as convenient and not as maybe this is just me being a traditional Call of Duty fan. Maybe this is the future of getting your stats on the mobile. I think it's dope, but I wish they were also in the game. So basically, we've worked with our partners at Activision to develop and launch a full suite of combat record stats on mobile to complement the stats already provided in game. Live today with the Call of Duty companion app wherever you go. So it shows your individual weapons and weapon categories. You get your EKIA, you get your kills, your KD, your headshots, your death, your accuracy, shots landed, shots fired, killed by, and damage. So you can get some pretty in-depth specific stats to see what weapons are the best. I learned, for me, the Augur was, I think, one of my highest KD ratios, along with the Maddox and the Vapor. Those, I think, were like three of my top ones. So you can sort of check different stuff like that. Specialist weapons, you can see all the stats around that. Your equipment and special issue equipment, score streaks, maps by mode, and attachments across all weapons. I do think that's really cool that you can see your KD ratio when you're rocking with a certain attachment. So for example, like the reasons those ones, like when I looked at my KD with stock, it's really high, is I believe because that's your KD when you have stock on the gun, even when you're getting kills with kill streaks and different things like that. However, when the stats are for the weapon specific, I believe it only counts for weapon kills. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but basically those are some little things that I noticed with it. But they do have some good in-depth stats. So I'll show you guys up on the screen right now. This is what it will sort of look like. So you can see combat record, then you can pick LMG, Titan, and here's just an example picture that was on an article for Charlie Intel. KD ratio 0.93. It'll show your EKA, your headshots, your deaths, and additional stats will be shown below, which is definitely a very big thing. So basically, they also said this is that when we originally launched the combat record with Call of Duty Black Ops, we were excited by the potential of going deep on player stats, and we expanded the feature set throughout the Black Ops series. It was a big feature that unfortunately only a small number of players engaged with in the game because it was buried deep in the menus. And our design goal with Black Ops 4 has to bring the most meaningful statistics to more players and more locations where they will see and interact with them. They talk about on multiplayer the barracks menu and how it pops up at the top when you're loading into the map. But honestly, if it was hard for people to find them within the menus, having to go get your iPhone or whatever phone you have and download this app is a little bit even more confusing. So I don't think that's the reason why they did it. I'm gonna speculate here, and like, what would be the reason behind this? A couple things. Maybe, well, these are just speculation on my part. The first reason I think is probably it was cheaper than updating the game, getting all the, I guess you could say, stuff ready for that. It was easier just to do it on a mobile app. And the other reason is to get people to download this app, because this app also does contain access to your loot stream. You can see all that sort of different things. And of course, with this app, I was looking through it, they also promote the CWL, promote the competitive side of things, and it's just they want people to be more engaged with this game. So not only do they want you to be playing the game all day, spending your money, and now you got to have this app as well. And Call of Duty is really trying to expand like that, and I guess it's a good thing, but it's also scary at the same time. So those are some things basically that came out with this update. There was also an update in the game today with bare bones from 7.3 seconds down to 5 seconds with the manual healing, and some other things as well. But that's basically what it is with the Call of Duty Companion app. So the weapon stats in your combat record, the equipment stats, your score streak stats, which are something that I think I want to analyze a little more in depth on my own personal account, because score streak stats are something that you can easily see, oh, this streak gets me more kills, I want to run this streak over that streak, or different things like that. It can be easy switches like that that can make big changes. On map stats, usually, like for me, I know which maps I'm really good at and I know which maps I struggle at, but you can see with the map stats and even with the heat maps, which goes with all the players, different sort of locations and how they do that. And the attachment stats I thought were really cool as well. You can also add your friends, and here they have black market. So what do they say about the black market? Need to keep track of your gear, see what's coming soon, inspect in the new black market tab under the player menu, where the current operation and all contraband stream tier information is given, including the tier you're currently on and the rewards you're able to obtain as you level up. You're also able to view potential rewards from reserves like characters, weapons, and outfits. So I don't think they have the item shop and all that on this app, at least yet, but I think this is cool. I'm glad that the combat records are finally out. I wish it was on the game as well as the app. I mean, but hey, at least we got something. You know, at least we finally got something. And it is disappointing that, I mean, they promised a combat record, and I guess we got the combat record, but it's through a third party. Basically, not directly on the game. You're going to have to go to a third party on your phone and then back to the Call of Duty app that way. So that's about it. The Call of Duty Companion app, very easy to look up, I think, in the Google Play Store, App Store, whatever, or Apple Store and Google Store, they say. And then you can download it and you just sign in with whatever it is, whatever your PSN or your Xbox or whatever, and you can check your stats. But that's about it for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down in the comment section down below. This is sort of a mixed video because I'm very happy that the combat record is here, and I'm going to investigate and go deep into these stats to see, because you can learn a lot about your gameplay and how to improve by stats. But also on the other end of that sword, I guess you could say, is like, I wish they were in game. You know, it's a lot tougher for videos. It's not easy to show my stats when it's on the phone, not on my screen, which I record all the time, and it's just, you know, it's something that probably isn't that big of a deal. I don't know if other people care about it or if it's just me, as someone that's been playing Call of Duty for so many years and has been making content on it for so many years anyway. Maybe this is the new wave, and maybe I just got to catch up. But I think maybe doing it on both would be the dope way to do it. Would have been a lot better. Anyway, drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and that's about it. I'll leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. Let me know your thoughts on this. Drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you guys are new, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
location has moved. AO pacified.